Hey guys, Rob Shoecraft here with Storm Fitness. Today I want to do a quick review / impressions of my Viva. It's backwards in the camera. That's interesting. Did you know that? I bet it works in mirrors too. I got oil all over here. Viva Naturals fish oil supplements. Fish oil is fantastic for just about everything. It's kind of like it's the closest thing you can get to like snake oil. Like a cure-all supplement. It's really, I mean, it may be something to do with the fish, the actual fish oil itself, but it's really omega-3s and more specifically the DHAs and the EPAs, the kind of the more therapeutic components of omega-3s that you find so prevalently in fish oils. So fish oil is fantastic for you. Most people are just lacking omega-3 in their diet across the board. I think the average American has like a 25-to-1, it's something ridiculous. Like a 25-to-1 omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Not that omega-6 are bad, but having consuming that much more omega-6 over omega-3 could be bad. Well, is pretty much proven to be bad. So, you want to try to get closer to like a 3-to-1 ratio or a 1-to-1. Some people even go for. I don't think I'm even getting that. But I do try to eat a lot. I eat like a lot of sardines and tuna and all that other, bodybuilding, typical meathead crap, chugging it down with my water bottle. Anyways, that just goes to show fish oil is very important. I want to talk about these specific brands because I used to eat fish oil, or this specific brand rather. I used to eat fish oil, I used to consume supplements by the handful of just whatever the cheapest one I could find. I'd go into Walmart and just buy the cheapest brand I could find and just pop them by the handfuls. I've read, I think Dan John, one of his books, he said, how much fish oil do you need to take? Take as much. Take a bunch, and then keep adding more until you have diarrhea, and then scale back a couple pills. That's his, thanks doctor, that's his advice, because that's what I always went by. I just pop handfuls of fish oil all the time, and I might have been doing myself an actual disservice by doing it that way, because there's a lot of crap, there's a lot of terrible, no fish oil is mandatorily regulated by the FDA. So, you get a lot of crap sneaking through the cracks, and crap is defined in all sorts of different ways. Just Google what makes fish oil bad or what makes fish oil good, and you're going to find that it's going to be things like, well, the things that make it good, this is a good segue, are the things that Viva Naturals has. Okay, Viva Naturals just happened to be. I stumbled upon this just because I was actually looking up that article, an article like that about a year ago or so. And I found these is highly recommended. I'm sure it was an affiliate link. I'm sure I got somebody paid, and I'll probably do the same down in my description field. But they're fantastic. So what you want to look for is you might see. First of all, you want to have EPA and DHA. I mentioned those. You want to have those at least a gram per serving combined. You want to have a typical, pretty healthy ratio between the two, which is going to be typically like. 3-to-1 EPA to DHA ratio, something around there. But you want to have at least a gram of that per the omega-3s that are in there per serving. Another thing that is how pure it is. Okay, so like I said, there's so many levels of impurities. There's so many ways that fish oil companies screw up, probably intentionally, when they're trying to get it to the shelves. Number one is like how long it takes between where the fish are caught to when it winds up on the store shelves. Some of these companies are when you get home and you take your I don't want Walmart to kill me, but you take your brand, your box store brand, cheap stuff, bottom shelf stuff, that might be 3 years old, okay? And it tastes like fish. Well, that's because it could also potentially be rancid. It could be impure. It could have a bunch of stuff. People can throw whatever they want on the label as far as impurities and things like that. The thing that this company does, and a lot of other companies do as well, especially a lot of European ones. I think Nordic is one of them. But they are third-party certified by, which one is this? Third-party certified by, what's the name of that dang company, man? It's, IFOS. IFOS, another good one is Eurofins. I couldn't remember which one it was. IFOS or Eurofins are kind of like the gold standard of purification. So you know that it's going to be ocean to bottle very quickly, at least as quick as that can happen. It's going to be very, very pure. Another thing, and I don't know if this is necessarily regulated by IFOS or Eurofins, but the delivery mechanism in Viva Naturals is triglycerides, or you might see it as TG listed on the label. Another one is EE, which is very, very common, and that is, what does that stand for? Ester ethers, I think, something like that, or ether esters, something like that. Sounds like an old-fashioned, old-timey grandmother name. But, yeah, you're going to have old-timey grandmothers in your fish oils. And the bioavailability there, basically, how well your body uses the EHA, the EPAs and the DHAs and the omega-3s seems to be a lot more efficient when it's delivered through triglycerides. So it's another win for a company like Viva Naturals. Another win is that it's really not that expensive. They sell them on Amazon, $21.99. I originally got these, the liquid form, the liquid swirl, because I wanted my kids to get some omega-3s in there. And it really actually tastes, I don't particularly care how anything tastes. I'm kind of the opinion that people should just kind of grow up and eat stuff even though it doesn't taste good, just if it's good for you. Like, well, anyways, I won't go down that road. But I do realize that people just can't, some people just have such an aversion to the fish taste. This actually tastes like a lemon dessert. It's made with monk fruit, which is, it was a natural sweetener that doesn't have carbohydrates or calories. So as far as I know, it's like keto friendly if that's a concern. So, and my kids like it. My wife likes it. I'm the only one in the family that likes fish, which again, I don't want to go on that soapbox. It drives me nuts. I love fish. I love everything from the ocean. But none of my family likes it. But I need to make sure they get omega-3s. So they like this. And it doesn't bother them. And it doesn't taste like fish. Like, it really does not taste like fish. I mean, there might be just a tiny little hint that you could taste. But when something tastes like fish, when you have those fish burps, it's a dead giveaway that there's probably something either impure or rancid, over oxidized about the fish oil that you're taking. So if your fish oil tastes like fish, don't just be a man and keep choking it down. You need to reevaluate, because you might actually be causing some issues when you're trying to help yourself. Okay, so Viva Naturals is great because it meets all these requirements I already said. It's third-party certification from actual third parties that matter. Has EPAs and DHAs, at least a gram. It's relatively inexpensive. You're paying a lot more than like Kirkland brand or Nature Made or whatever, but it's better, like, by far. So if you're supplementing with fish oils, like, I take these about once, I don't know, I take them about once a day, once every other day. But again, I'm about to eat breakfast right now, which includes a can of sardines. Okay, so I'm getting fish oils from Whole Food sources. By the way, I gotta go. My family treats me like a freaking pariah. I gotta go outside on the front porch. It's like 39 degrees outside right now. The dog's hovering over me because I'm eating a can of sardines like a freaking a bum or something. But anyways, it's tough, man. It's tough. This American life. All right, guys, check out Viva Naturals, or just if it's not Viva Natural, I'll put a link. I had trouble finding the lemon swirl, by the way. I wanted to get you a price on that. I can't remember if I said $21.99 for these. You get 180 soft gel tablets. No, that's for the 90. This actually was a little bit more. I'll put a link. I couldn't find the lemon swirl. I wanted to get the price, but I couldn't find it. But regardless of whether you do Viva Naturals, regardless of whether you click on my link and buy whatever I'll probably do an Amazon link. That's where I bought it. Do your homework on fish oil. Make sure you're not shooting yourself in the foot, okay? So just do your homework, all right? It's good for you. but only good fish oil is good for you. All right, Rob Shoecraft, 3-Storm Fitness. Please subscribe to my videos. I am, by the way, standing like this. I set up my camera too low. Have a great day, and I love you. You're my favorite.